Hi Josh, apologies it took me a moment to make this video. I just ran into a problem. I will explain that to you in a moment, but first let me explain how the forecast sheet is working. First you needed something with growth rate, right? This is working like this. Monthly revenue is something you will enter manually, okay? And then this is the cumulative YTD revenue. I think you know how this works. It is adding the values from the current month and the values from the previous month. This is our running total value, right? Now if I add some kind of growth rate on it, let's say it's 5%. I've done that calculation and entered that into this column, revenue with growth rate column, okay? It's like this. It takes the cumulative YTD revenue, this value, and then multiplies it with this 5%. Like this is 105%, so for that I've used 1 plus and this percentage value. If you change this growth rate, the formula will change and the values will auto update, right? Now for that, let's go to the forecast sheet. These are the values that are same as over here, revenue with growth rate, right? And then I have forecasted for the next month for December 2025, and using this forecast sheet, it's this function over here in data tab, and it is grayed out right now, forecast sheet function. What this function does is adds a bit of seasonality in it, in the values. It detects the seasonality from your values that you have entered and then forecasts using those seasonal value. There's also another method that uses linear. That is something else. Let's leave that for now. And this is the lower level confidence bound, the 95%. That your values might lie between this lower or upper boundary, right? And then I've added a custom column over here about annual goal, just to show you where the lines interact. It is 3.2 million, and you can expect that to hit 3.2 million between May to around June 2025. Between May to June you might expect to reach this value. So this is how this formula is working, and as I was making this video, I noticed that this forecast sheet wasn't auto updating. Let's say you add some kind of a value over here, that is 300,000, right? These formulas have updated over here, these values have also updated. So what makes sense is that this forecast sheet, that these values should also update, right? This is what you might expect, but that's not what's happening. I changed the value over here for March 2024 300,000, but for March 2024 it is still at 503560. Let me see, this is for March, it is 646, and this hasn't updated over here. If I hit refresh all, it's still not working. I did a research on it, it won't auto update. So that's a bit of an issue right now, and I think I might work on a manual method that would take these values, calculate these forecast values manually. I'm about to do this manual method right now. This might take a moment. This might take me at least, I think, less than a day, but it might take some time. If you know how many months I need to go ahead for the forecast, that might also help. And there's going to be linear forecast, and there's also going to be seasonal forecast. I explained this in the previous video, the one I made before this. It had some of those manual methods too. It was a table that was somewhere around here, right? I haven't used that in this forecast sheet because this looked much simpler and much better, but the issue is this isn't auto updating. So yeah, for now you have to let me know if this is kind of all right. I don't think it might be, but anyways, you could just let me know. And the other thing, I want you to tell me how many months do I need to go ahead for the next forecasting. That might also help. So yeah.